Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Right, I am back again, and here comes my dog just to make sure that everything's okay. Right, what we've got now is I've cut these pieces here to go on either end. Now they are strictly there, so when I join the two dioramas together, I've got a flat surface that I can actually fix through. Most of this will be buried under my diorama, so you won't see none of that. But I've got two this end and two that end, just so when we're fitting them together like that, that we've got a nice flat surface that they're going to join together nicely, and then with a little bit of filler and a little bit of weathering, the joints will disappear, hopefully. If not, whoa, watch this space. Everything I've done now, I've carved all out roughly to what I want on both sides. The foam bridge is gone, don't need that no more, only use that for a reference. Far side, that's all being carved out. It's now going to get a coat of filler and PVA as a base coat. And the dog next door is whining away. And then I shall sculpt it all with Dad's clay, because I feel I can got more control over that. So that's it for this bit. Next bit I'll show you what I'm doing with the filler and the PVA. Right, what have I been doing since you've been gone? Right, the two dioramas. This is, quickly run along, centre section and the far end. Now, in the middle here, as you can see, with two pieces of wood. Now, I have a piece of cling film laid underneath. Move that across that side. As you can just about see down that gap, the piece of cling film comes up between the two. This is strictly to stop the two from being glued together, and that's all it's there for. So we put that piece back in there so I can glue them, and when the glue's dry I can pull it apart. Now I have fixed this down. I'm just showing you this just in case you want to build your own. I'll fix this down with two screws here. So, and this is in line with my little bench. And I have used another couple of little screws at this end in here just to keep everything nice and tight. Now I'll be gluing these in place because I want them dead flush against each other, because when I come to join the diorama up I shall actually cut into the back here. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to screw it or put some sort of clamp between the two, but I will work that out when we get there. So that's where I am with it now, and it'll only seem like a short time, and I'll be back with the next bit. Right, I am back. Now I'm going to try and show you this, just so you... What I've done is I've just used some big screws just to hold this joint in place. Just push them down so they hold it in place, because all it needs to be is nice and straight to each other. And then I've just used a clamp at the end just to give it a little bit of pressure downwards, so that will glue nicely. Then once it's dried, I will fill the back of it with probably a little bit of resin or something like that, just to hold everything in place. But I just thought I'd show you that. You don't need no fancy clamps or anything like that. box of screws and bits and pieces. It's just in case you decide that you want to build a huge great big road. Be an idiot like me. But there you go. There you go. That's that bit. Alright, back with another short clip. Right, I've taken the screws out and the plastic, and there we got almost a perfect joint, which you're not going to see once it's all put together. So that's that one done. So just got another one to do, and then I'll get on with giving this humongous diorama a skin. Right, back with number 2. I've done exactly the same as what I did with the first one. Just going to wait for that one to dry, and we'll split that apart, and then we'll go straight on to getting this covered. Right, we are back. I've taken the clamp off, took the screws off, and I just thought I'd just let you see how easy with a little bit of cling film is just to part the two. The glue's still wet because of the cling film, so that's the reason why I separated it now, that side. So I should just leave it parted and let that thoroughly dry out. Next bit will be giving the whole thing a coat of PVA. Right, one is back. One is from a different angle. Right, I hope you can see that. PVA. Now, I'll just go through one with you when you get the lid open. That's it. I don't worry, lads, I'm struggling here. Good drop of PVA. Now, a few little tips. Little squirt of water, just to thin it down a little bit, not too much. Now, a lot of people, when they do their dioramas, they do it with clay. And when they do the dioramas and they've got a wooden base, and they put the clay directly onto the base, the clay ends up cracking. The simple reason is that the wood that they're putting it on has pulled all the moisture out of the a bit more water in it. It's pulled all the moisture out of the clay. If you use PVA first, you don't really need a really thick coat, but if you use PVA first, that seals everything. If you didn't know, probably a lot of you did know. So by using PVA, it stops that moisture being sucked out of the clay, and also it is an adhesive, and anything will stick to it then. We use it a lot in the building trade to put onto walls before plastering, into cement, to make it go off harder. PVA has a lot of uses. Now, I'm not going to let you go all the way through videos watching me PVA, but you can get the general gist. But PVA, you can slop it on, and as you may have noticed, I have cling film down, my favourite stuff. It's cheaper than sheets and that. You can throw it away afterwards when you finish with it. But PVA, I'm going to give all these sections a coat of PVA, leave them to dry. Well, to be honest with you, you don't even have to leave it to dry. You can just leave it until it starts going tacky, and then you can start putting stuff onto it. I mean, it's like now, you could start putting clay onto this with no problem at all, and it would stick 100%. And It's just that I was just wanting to sort of show you and tell you about the properties of PVA and how much actually in the modelling thing that you can really use it, because modelling and building, there's not much difference. You're building something. When I was building, I built in larger scale. I built houses, I built, you know, patios and things like that. This is just doing it in a smaller way, and to me, all the techniques that I learned in the building, I can use them doing my modelling. So I'm not going to let you sit all the way through me painting these, and I'll come back when I'm ready to give it a coat of plaster. Right, hopefully this bit won't bore the arse off you. Right, fella. New bag off. Right. One of the wife's dessert spoons. 2, 3, 4. Let's go for 5. Right, 5 good spoons of filler. PVA. Make a good blob of. And also a little bit of water. And the water's just to make it a little bit easier to work, and most fillers have got PVA in anyway, and that will activate what PVA is in the filler. It's just like mixing up the filler for your decorating the front room, and you've got them big holes to fill. Well, there's a little bit more filler PVA in there though. By the end of this video, you'll realise that I love PVA. So I'll go into a world of my own when I'm mixing them. Well, also I've got to be reasonably quiet, as it's quite early in the morning now. I think it's about 1, 2 o'clock time, and I really need to get this coated up. Now, you can apply this 2 ways, he says, looking around, and he's lost his brush out there. Now, you can apply this, I might have to thin that down a bit, with a brush, and just slop it on as you want. I find brushing is a bit easier. I need to thin that down a little bit more. Go with a little bit more thinning. You can go with a brush, you can go with a scraper, a spatula, anything that you can find in the wife's kitchen cupboard, or drawer should I say. Any cake decorating tools, that will come in useful. I have used a lot. You can use a spatula and put it on that way. This is just basically, like I say, it's just a skin for this diorama. This is just to give you something solid. is to stop all the dust and bits and pieces from coming out. So that's what I'm going to be doing for quite a while now. I shall get all these covered, and what I shall do is I'll switch the video off now, and I shall come back when they're all finished and dry. Well, I just thought I'd give you a quick look. It's had a complete coat. Its skin, PDA, roughed a few areas up, stuck a few lumps and bumps in that I think I might be needing. But that's all covered now, right the way around. I haven't done the back, for the simple reason I need to cut holes in the back there to get to fixings. Also, my little brain was ticking over. I thought myself it might be cool, especially for night time, maybe run some little wires through LEDs for the vehicle lights and cabs and things like that. So I've left it like that for the moment. If I need to, it can be coated up and finished off, but for the moment I'm going to leave it as it is. Right, I just thought I'd let you have a look, and I shall do another clip of all the bits finished and dried. Alright, welcome back. Now, last clip you saw me plastering it all. Hope you can see this because I'm doing this on my phone. Everything's been coated now. Everything's it's ready now for putting clay on and starting to get this looking like a diorama. And she is a pretty big beast, as you can see. So, but like I say, it's all been covered in plaster or filler and PVA. I started to work on one of the joints there just to get it nice and neat and crisp. The other one you see is a little bit on the ropey side, but it won't take me long. But I'm going to be starting on this centre section. I'm going to start putting me bridge supports in and roughly start working out what I'm going to do. So that's that bit, all nicely covered, and all the next, well, all your updates now will be a bit slightly more interesting. There'll be ones where I'll actually start getting stuff on it. Right, I thought I'd just show you this bit. This bit is, because I'm always concerned about weight for shelves and things like that. What's that? Nearly £2. Not nearly £2. What's that? Nearly 2 kilograms, which is virtually a bag of sugar. And that's this larger bit here. So the weight, I've kept the weight right down, and that's what I'm interested in, because if you wanted to put this on glass shelves, you can get away with it. Well, I just thought I'd let you see that bit, and just to prove that the scales are set at 0. There we go. Scale set at 0, and that's one of the larger pieces that has actually got more on it than the other bits. So at the moment that's weighing in at just under 2 kilos, so reasonably light. So if they're all weighing 2 kilos, which 2, 4, 6, that's only 6 kilos on your shelf. Right, just thought I'd let you see that. Right, I'm back again. On my last clip, this was dry, and I didn't really sort of show you how hard and solid this stuff goes off. I mean, this makes a real tough, hard coating, the filler and the PVA. I just thought I'd show you that because, you know, you do need quite a bit of strength in your dioramas. And yes, the bridge is back in. I'm just working now mainly on the, well, how to destroy a bridge and make it look reasonable. Well, make it look like a destroyed bridge and not a bridge that's just been stuck there. Anyway, I just thought I'd just show you that, or let you hear that, you know. So, you know, if you're thinking about building a diorama and you've got your doubts about the strength of this, it is strong. It is strong, believe me. I wouldn't be showing you it if it didn't have my seal of approval. Anyway, right, on to the next clip. Right, I'm back with the last clip, and what you've caught me doing is I'm just roughly mocking up the bridge supports, and a little bit of insight on how I go. I get my inspiration. It's just a few odds and ends that I had out of my pile of bits and pieces. So I've just mocked up the rough bridge supports, and now I'm making a decision on if I'm going to go with brick or stone. I think I might be going with brick. So that's just a rough layout. Next time you see it, it probably won't be that. It'll probably be some sort of plastic card, which I'll make a little bit more precise. But that is my rough mock-up at the moment of the bridge. And I just thought I'd put that in the end of this update, because this will be put to one side now for a week or so, because I've got to order bricks or blocks, whatever I decide. And we all know that even if you ordered it today, it wouldn't be here until middle of next week. So that's it for this, and I hope you enjoyed my update of the road to the Rhine. And like I say, this is the last one, and that's about all I can say really. Right, thank you very much.